The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, WarGames officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the WarGames begin!
Prepare to witness brutality.
Ripley is ready to go to work.
Introducing first, from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley!
The Nightmare has arrived in WarGames.
The Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, has certainly earned her many monikers within the confines of WarGames. She led her team to victory in the first ever Women's WarGames match and set a standard for brutality at Survivor Series WarGames.
We have seen Ripley continue to embrace her sadistic side. We've seen her become more ruthless with every passing match. And guys, that means every time Rhea Ripley steps foot inside WarGames, she is more dangerous than ever.
One of the biggest things to happen to the women's division, literally.
And representing the Judgment Day, from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Rodriguez!
Hey, I dare to say if there's one woman you don't want to face in WarGames, it's Raquel Rodriguez.
You're right about that, Cole. Her size, her strength, her heart, all amplified inside the confines of WarGames.
Yeah, Raquel Rodriguez was actually victorious in her first 2 WarGames matches. And here's yet another reason to fear Rodriguez. I mean, how do you face off against a warrior like Raquel who thrives inside this barbaric structure?
First 2 competitors in WarGames facing off against each other, setting the pace to kick things off.
These first few minutes of the match are crucial, Cole. If you're going to end up at a numbers disadvantage soon, this is the time to even the odds before the next competitor even has a chance to come in. On the other hand, if you're going to end up with the advantage, then you have the opportunity to wound your prey sooner rather than later.
Absolutely, Corey. These opening moments are so important, so vital in a match like this.
Boom, right across the small of the back.
She fights back with the counter.
We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
German suplex. She's going up now. Go over the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord.
Absolutely squashed their opponent there.
One of the most unique matches any superstar will ever be a part of. How does that affect someone in there, Corey?
Well, Cole, it's hard to say. You really have to keep your head on a swivel in there. Not only because of the other team, but your own teammates might become a hindrance inside the cage. I think you have to really look out for yourself first and your teammates second.
It couldn't have felt good being chucked around like that. Both arms hooked for Nelson into the slam.
Counting down to seconds until this match becomes a bit lopsided.
Is right.
Cage opens and the strategy now has to be to take charge, play the numbers game to your advantage now.
climbing into the ring, pretty much entering a war zone.
Not a good spot to be in.
Face buster.
Whoa, she just chucked her over to the other ring.
Connects the fist to the face. Great counter.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here. Wards that off. What a response.
A rough landing as she was launched like a missile into the other ring.
Torture rack. Fighting back with everything she has. Rear rip.
Caught in the electric chair, but fighting.
And seconds left before the odds are even here.
Suplex into a powerbomb, my goodness. Crashing down like that, having the wind knocked out of you, never a good time for that to happen.
Right the jaw.
Ugh, what a shot.
Not enough to just even the odds. She's searching for a tool to gain the advantage. She just got flung all the way to the other ring. Bang! Turns that back on Nikki.
Stiff elbow will break that.
Oh, yeah, she is really getting fired up. Escapes out of that attack. Rhea, unprepared here.
Sky high kick. Rodriguez has this wrapped up. I think that opened her up.
Oh, man, yes, it definitely did. Just a solid attack.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here.
Ooh, that's how you dominate your opponent.
Out of the small holding cage to only make way toward the beaches of Normandy.
Giving her team the advantage, but she's looking for her own advantage now. And she got sent hard into the opposite ring. Driven down to the arm. Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here.
Bounces her face off the ring. Running in on the arm. Into the cage now, and the numbers advantage is locked in.
She knows exactly what she's doing with this submission hold. She's trapped in the submission, but even if she taps, WarGames will continue.
Digging deep to break out of this. It does.
Rodriguez shows the wherewithal.
We expected a fine match, but these ladies have truly defied even the greatest of expectations.
Attacking the arm. Steel chair to the temple.
What's next? Shoulder break. These teams being an even strength. What a match this has been. What a fight.
We're all glad to be witnessing such an extraordinary match tonight. And with the next combatant on their way, it looks like things are close to a fair fight once again.
And they're not going to this one without a little backup in their corner.
Ripley has things right where she wants them. Here we go.
And Raquel Rodriguez with an epic.
She has clearly seen what the numbers advantage has done to her team and wants to level the playing field.
This match has been history in the making.
Ripley turned into the face buster.
Down, next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor.
Gosh, what a match. Nikki saw it coming. Taking a moment to get pumped off the Perez. With top blocks. Will Perez take advantage? Bringing the numbers advantage to greater height. Does that finish Ripley for good? Look at the amount of members on each team now. This truly has the potential to become one-sided. Wins the trash can. That'll leave him on. At the leg lock.
And well-timed maneuver there. Just bashing into that hip.
Nikki Bella out of the way. Rhea Ripley with the...
And did you hear the impact of that?
Will that do it for Victoria? Will that do it? Raquel looking to establish her dominance. This spells trouble for Stephanie.
Here comes the buzzer. The numbers advantage vanishes with this next entry.
Goodness gracious, destruction everywhere.
Charging toward the ring and looking to even things up.
A quick stop to pick up some artillery before she evens this one out.
She escapes the attack.
And an answer from her. Keeping it right. And it's getting into steel.
This is either madness or brilliance.
WarGames has officially
Now in the structure. This match has officially begun. Pinfall. Submission. Who will be the one to fall? It's WarGames.
This idea one bit.
And looking at Lyra.
Now Valkyria needs to end this. Climbing up the WarGames cage, headed for the top. Look at that. Perez looks out of it. Nikki Bella has her sized up. And a series of vicious stomps.
Getting carried to a foot.
She's getting fired up. Ready to shoot. Picked up by Ripley. Ripley got it.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna see it. Power. Great amount of force sends her all the way to the other ring. San Perez. Is it enough to put Lyra away?
Kicks out before one.
Incredible to think. After everything we've witnessed, we are stuck at a stalemate.
And that was an efficient form of offense for that move.
And heavy hands to follow. And a rough landing, but she'll get some space in the other ring.
Oh, did you?
Raquel looking to establish her dominance. Raquel might have pinched it there.
And she's still
Nikki Bella refuses to go quietly. She wants to keep fighting.
And a look of confusion is on Raquel's face. I'm sure how things are.
she's got, but can she just... Nikki Bella perhaps looking to end this. He is completely out of it. No doubt that was a match people will be telling their kids about for years to come. Here's another look.
Here are your winners. The team of Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez, Victoria, and Chelsea Green.
Another spectacular War Games match ending in a big victory for this team.
No way to sugarcoat it, gentlemen. This is about the toughest test you can face here in the WWE, and they passed it with flying colors.